What's going on, everybody? Mike McIntyre from All Things Sports, back with a brand new video. Today we're in the garage studio. I have my indoor trainer here, and today we're going to talk about the things I think beginners need to be aware of when getting into indoor training. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about my experience with this particular indoor trainer. So let's get into it. Alright guys, Mike McIntyre, All Things Sports, back with a brand new video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, hit the like button, take all that stuff, get it out of the way, and let's get into this brand new video. The first thing you need to be aware of is what type of trainer you want to get. So there's obviously the classic trainer, the old school trainers where you just get your bike on it. You don't even necessarily need an indoor tire, even though it helps. You can just throw your old bike on it, ride, and away you go indoors. It allows you to ride stationary, and you can keep riding your bike in winter months. There's not much more to it than that. You can attach a few sensors to your bike and still get, certain options available with Zwift, but it doesn't provide you the full integration with the virtual riding apps, and it's really a basic way to just get your bike on a trainer and spin that rear wheel without you going anywhere. So that's the basic thing you need to know about the basic trainers. The next step up would be smart trainers, something like this, wheel-on smart trainers. This provides you with the integration to the virtual riding app. It sends all of the data to the game or the app and allows you to ride with variable conditions. You can ride up slopes, change your power, and just ride and perform with more integration and more metrics, giving a more complete experience, if you will. The next step up is a direct drive trainer. That's the type of trainer where you can take your rear wheel off and connect the cassette to the chain of your bike, and now the trainer is acting as your rear wheel, and there's far better integration with that style of direct drive trainer compared to this one, because it just tends to be a little bit more accurate, a little bit more seamless, and there's less, I'm going to use the word, less faffing about with the rear wheel and tire changing and all of that stuff. The final kind of indoor trainer is the dedicated indoor bikes. Wahoo has done it now with the Kicker, and there's a few other models. These are dedicated indoor bikes, which makes it very easy to connect to an indoor riding app. And the other advantage with them is if you're multiple people riding, these make adjustments extremely easy, which leads us on to point number 2, which is if you are going to get an indoor trainer, you need to be aware of all of the different changes you need to make if you are multiple people riding on the indoor trainer. So let me explain. So I'll give you an example. This is my bike with an indoor tire on it, and this is the trainer. My girlfriend has another bike, because obviously we're different sizes, and her bike has tubeless tires. So I just want to give you an example of what kind of difficulties we ran into with indoor training. She runs tubeless tires. So because when we were getting into indoor training, it was that month of November, December where we could kind of push riding outside, and then sometimes you'd have to be inside. So for me in particular, I spent a lot of time swapping my outdoor tire with the trainer tire because I only have one set of wheels. Monica, on the other hand, has tubeless tires. So for her, swapping tires becomes a little bit more of a difficult task because she has a tubeless tire, and now I need to put a trainer tire on with an inner tube, and every time I put the tubeless tire back on, I need to fill it with sealant. So it just doesn't make it easy or convenient to change tires on one set of wheels for her kind of bike. For mine, it's a little bit easier, but again, it's still a pain in the butt. If you're swapping between riding inside and outside, you gotta constantly change your indoor tire for your outdoor tire. That just doesn't make it easy. If you have two sets of wheels, that's a nice way to get around it, but then it's another expense for riding indoors. The other thing is constantly swapping the through axle. So because you can't use your standard through axle on the trainer, you need the dedicated adapters and all that skewer stuff. We're constantly swapping out the through axles because we only have one, going from her bike to mine. Again, you can fix that by just buying another through axle, but that is another expense. So you're buying the trainer, you're buying multiple through axles, you're potentially buying another set of wheels, and you're buying trainer tires. You're buying all of that stuff just to get your two riders on the winter trainer. So in my opinion, that's part of the negative side of this wheel-on style trainer. That's something that I didn't like about the indoor riding in our particular setup. If you had a direct drive trainer, it might be a little bit easier because you're not dealing with potentially two sets of wheels, 2 sets of tires, the tubeless tire and the inner tube. You're eliminating all of that, so you can just take the wheel off and put the bike on. But there is another issue there. My bike's 9 speeds, Monica's is 11. So we're either swapping the cassette on the direct drive trainer every single time, or we just put one bike on there and we have to adjust the seat height all the time. So, you know, there's pros and cons to this indoor training thing with multiple people. The best way to do it would be undoubtedly to get a dedicated indoor stationary bike, but it's more than double the cost of any indoor trainer, even the most expensive ones. And you have this dedicated piece of machinery or equipment now in your home. These are nice because in the winter, or in the summer I should say, you could pack them away and you don't need to worry about them. So these are just things I think the beginner needs to think about when getting into indoor training. Let me know what you thought of this video. Do you agree with anything? Is there anything I missed? Please leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. I'm Mike McIntyre, All Things Sports. Sign up for now. Catch you guys in the next one. Till then, take care. Peace.